welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I am excited for today's pick a card. Today we're going to see marriage, long-term relationship, or soulmate. What and who is next in love? What will be the nature of that connection? And who is it that is coming in for you? So that is our topic. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings as well. For group one, we have the Galacofane Crystal Point, and we'll be using the Witch's Tarot. For group two, we have the Onyx Crystal Point, and we will be using the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. That's what that one looks like. For group three, we have the Rose Quartz Crystal Point, and we'll be using the Wizard's Tarot. And for group four, we have the Black Agate here, and we'll be using the Salvic Legends Tarot for group four. So pause the video if you need more time, but we're just going to jump right into it. All right, if you chose group one with the Galacofane Crystal Point, this is your reading. We'll be using the Witch's Tarot for you today. And we're going to see marriage, long-term relationships, soulmate, who and what is next for you in love. What is the nature of your next connection, Spirit? This is for group one with the Galacofane Crystal Point. Please show us for group one, who and what is next for them in love? What is the nature of their next connection? Wow. Pretty strong energy coming out for you right away. We have life partner that came out, and immediately I kind of felt a tired energy from you guys. Not bitter, not jaded, but just tired. So I feel like Spirit may have been calling you to do a lot of self-work, or I feel like Spirit may have been calling you to support like a lot of your friendships, your family. There may have been a lot of cycles that ended up closing this year for you or in the last year. A lot of foundational stuff like that. It's kind of like when tectonic plates shift and there's an earthquake. That is exactly what your energy feels like. It's like, okay, it's the circle of life. Things shift eventually. That's how the earth grows and evolves. But, you know, there is this kind of tired feeling or even dysregulated for some of you. So I'm feeling that, but we have falling in love that has just come out. So for you, group one, your energy is definitely more serious. So, oh my goodness, the wait is going to be over soon for you. The plot thickens, okay? The plot thickens. Let's see what else we got. Nice. We got marriage. Oh, I love that. I love when it comes out straight away from the cards. Don't even got to interpret it. Spirit's just speaking to you today. So, and that's what it felt like. Life partner, typically those types of connections are, you know, most likely to lead to marriage because it's a life partnership. It's kind of like a forever kind of thing. All right. Yeah. Okay. Definitely worth the wait. We got divine timing that came out as well. So you may have just been running yourself ragged, group one. I hope you haven't been running yourself ragged too hard or going too hard in terms of like manifestation and whatnot, because you may feel like you're in quicksand because with divine timing coming out, not gonna lie, I don't feel like it's exactly the manifestation that's bringing this together. I feel like it's divine timing. I feel like your part was just to be in the right position, which is why Spirit's been leading you towards shadow work and whatnot. But you may have been internalizing the weight in itself and feeling like, oh, it's because I must have something more to do. So yeah, that can kind of easily lead to self-sabotage because then you start to internalize everything and you start to develop beliefs based on like what's happening. Even when you do manifest, you want to set it, forget it. You know, I like to burn my manifestations anytime I do anything. I like to burn it afterwards. So it's like literally out of my face. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm not putting it under my bed, under my pillow. I'm not putting it somewhere safe. I'm burning it. Okay. So to avoid that, because yeah, it can definitely get tricky there and, you know, really take up all of your mind. But Serious energy coming in for you. The wait will definitely be worth it. Life partner, it says your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. So I'm seeing more stability come into your life through this partnership. And I also see that you're in a stable place, and that's what's aligning you to this partnership. And then we have falling in love. It says sudden feelings that this is the one. So you're going to feel this rather quickly. Now, the reason I said the plot thickens before is because of this card right here. We have a workplace romance. So for some of you, especially for those of you who have been manifesting, I feel like this has to do with you trying to get in that person's industry. And I do see that that's going to be successful if that's what you've been trying to do. For those of you who have had something going on in the workplace with someone, I do see that swiftly kind of turning way more serious, turning into a life partnership. Even the falling in love card says sudden feelings, like sudden feelings that this is the one. So this is not just on your end, but this is on your person's end as well. They're going to be suddenly kind of feeling like, okay, there's much more here than I originally knew or thought, and I'm ready to commit a whole lot more than I was before. And for some of you, this is like kind of a future commonality. I'm almost feeling like a creative space as well. So for all of you, it's not going to be like you're a corporate 9-to-5 or wherever you work exactly that you're meeting this person, but it's like this is someone in the same industry as you. So try to keep it open-ended so you don't like fixate on any, specific outcome. Because again, you don't need to find this, manifest this, run towards it. It's for the most part a product of divine timing. So, yeah, but we do have marriage. So this is going somewhere more serious. Yeah, this is definitely giving marriage, life partner kind of vibes. That is the nature of the connection. The bottom of marriage says wedding bells are ringing. So I'm feeling this is like a more traditional kind of energy as well. I know not everyone believes in marriage. Some people would rather just have a life partnership. And I feel like that may even be why Spirit kind of brought this in to let you know, for those of you who like aren't sold on the traditional idea of marriage, that you'll still be able to have your life partnership with this person. But also I'm picking up on someone who may have already been in a marriage before. And Spirit is saying what makes this marriage different is that it is a life partnership. So you're going to get to see things all the way through with this person, not, have it kind of dismantle somewhere along the journey. Yeah. Getting that super strongly now, someone who is married young. And then we have benefit of the doubt and divine timing. So benefit of the doubt says give your relationship a chance. Divine timing says a serendipitous event. So again, if I were to give any advice, I would say literally just release and allow, because there isn't a whole lot for you to do, which is really best case scenario, because like for me, I'm a reader. So I get kind of everybody's tea, and some people, whoo, they have to do the most. Truly, they have to do the most to get a romantic connection in their life. Like, they really do. And for you to see that things are so kind of automatic, and on your end, what's called of you is just really just to kind of like tie up those loose ends that have already been, happening in the last year. That's definitely on the better end of things, because that is not the case for everyone. Spirit. All right, what else can you tell us for group 1? Who is this? What is the nature of this connection? I mean, we already know. Yeah, we have your person that has just come out. You guys are getting all the super serious kind of cards. And love at first sight. Wow. Yeah, and I'm glad that came up, because that lets us know that this is not like a workplace romance in the sense that where you're currently working, this is the place where you're meeting them. For some of you, you still got a whole lot of future ahead of you and a bunch of changes that are still set to happen in the near future. So if you end up moving to a new job, that could be the place. So you may some people are like in this reading, like, listen, I know everybody at my job and I'm not trying to talk to none of them. Or we actually have Love Struck Secret Admirer that just came out. So this could be someone who's getting onboarded into your company in the near future. So not one of your current coworkers, for those of you who are like, listen, I know everybody at my job and I'm not trying to talk to none of them. Don't worry. Don't worry. This is future energy for probably the majority of group 1. And then we have your person just giving us that extra confirmation that this is the person that you've been kind of hoping and waiting for. So yeah, there's a lot of limerence here, but it's not limerence. Limerence is like a term to describe a special form of magical thinking that comes from wanting someone. Limerence is like the desire of having someone that's not there, but typically it's geared towards a specific person. With you guys, it feels like your heart has just been aching. Like, I feel that energy so strong for your person. It's like, some of you, it's because of your experience. I'm tired of the dating pool. This is not it. I'm ready to step into my divinely guided connection, okay? Some of you have even taken it a step further and surrendered to the universe because you're like, listen, I'm really not trying to do this. It's above me now. I'm giving it up to God. Okay, I'm giving it up to spirit. And yeah, basically I'm seeing everything kind of being worth it in the end. And this journey coming to a close pretty soon here. Nice. We got checks all the boxes. So yeah, there's definite, and fresh start. So heavy on the, this is not necessarily one of your coworkers. Current coworkers, that is, with fresh start. And I'm really drawn to the fact that she has a camera in her hand. So if you've been taking more photos or working on your look, your aesthetics, even like the aesthetic of your home, if you've been having a lot of first house changes, changing up your home and your aesthetic. So say you've always been into, you know, minimalism, but you may be feeling like, you know, a whole different kind of vibe, like a Mediterranean kind of vibe for your home. Definitely lean into that, because I'm telling you, something about your journey and where you're going, even though it's said workplace romance, I just really feel intuitively, for some of you, it's not the workplace. It's like where you're creative, or something to do with like where you're going, your life purpose. It's a place you work in, but not work in a traditional sense where it's like, oh, this is how I get my money. It's more like work as in your life's work kind of thing. So just be open to it. But this could be the person who is the supplier of the tiles you're getting for your kitchen and your remodel. You know, it could be anyone. So just try to remain open. But yeah, it keeps coming up that this is tied to a fresh start. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the camera. This is tied to a fresh start, tied to a new beginning. And we have checks all the boxes. So I would definitely say that this person is meeting your standards. If you have a love list, this person is pretty much going to match that to a T. And if you don't, this is a good time to make one. And basically a love list is just like the qualities that you want in a person. The physicality, you can add that on there. But like the character or the lifestyle or the beliefs, you know, that kind of stuff, that's your love list, you know, and try to keep it as short and streamlined as possible so you can really put what matters to you the most on there. The love list should be like the foundational type of stuff of what you really need, or your non-negotiables. And that'll also keep you from like heartbreak and situations that are like end up wasting your time, because when you got that love list, exactly, we got doing it the right way. When you got that love list, whenever someone is not a match, you can easily, oh, I didn't even notice we got dodging the fakes at the bottom of the deck. So when you have that love list, you can easily kind of dodge people who are time wasters, game players, even if it's not intentional and they're just not a match. You can dodge the fakes, you know, the false twins, the false soulmates, the false potential future, whatever, and do it the right way. So I would definitely recommend making a love list and really writing out what exactly you want and need from your partner. And other than that, we got bees to honey. So just know you're in an attractive energy right now, group 1. So you're attracting more than just your life partner. And that's typically kind of how it happens. You like, when you have one win in your life, typically other things start to just magically manifest and get easier. Yeah, that's because when you're in that magnetic energy, you're in a mode of attraction. So it's like you're not only going to attract like a new job, but you'll also attract new friends or new business opportunities, a new home, like other things that you had been wanting to manifest. So just know that. I'll get some info on who this person is and what they're like as well. Spirit, for group 1, anything else they need to know about how this is manifesting? Is there anything else they need to do? I really don't think so. Spirit is calling you out of your comfort zone. We have karma and the 8 of Cups. I believe that karma would be the judgment card in this deck. Some decks are non-conventional. They don't have like the traditional major arcana and whatnot. I believe this would be judgment, but let's just read it for, you know, what it's intended in this deck. With the Karma card and Eight of Cups coming out together, yeah, that's talking about reaping rewards for major changes. And I can't help but to notice that there is an eclipse that they're kind of like praising on this card. So if you did do any specific manifestation or had anything major happen around eclipse season, which was, I believe, was it October 30th was the full moon eclipse, and then like maybe the 14th was the new moon eclipse. Around that season, or eclipse season that was earlier in the year around May, you may be reaping rewards for big decisions or big manifestations that you did during that time. So if a relationship ended and you finally chose to, Eight of Cups, walk away from something that was no longer serving you, expect that karma to finally come in for that decision. And yeah, it feels heavy. It feels like there was a long time coming. It feels like there was quite a weight. And for some of you, unfortunately, you did start to internalize the weight. But I do see like positive things kind of coming in. Also, there's some sort of sense of loss here. We have the shadow side and the Empress in reverse. You may have had to let go of something, and Spirit is really calling you to release that. With the shadow side and the Empress in reverse, this could potentially be like bitterness or hate or low vibrational emotions and feelings sitting in your heart due to what someone did to you. And when it's sitting in your heart, it only negatively affects you, which is why me personally, I don't match energy. No, I do not. I do what I feel in my heart in the moment, period. Because I don't want to be nothing like someone who has hurt me. I'm not matching nobody's low vibrational energy. I'm not doing it. I have a strong enough sense of self to ground in who I am and what I know, and to move like that. And every time, trust, karma will come to collect. So let karma do its job. Let karma do its job. But some of you are kind of teetering into your shadow side, maybe teetering into like black magic. Black magic in the way that people would say it, like societally, like, you know, bad, negative, evil kind of things, versus like what true black magic is. You know, dibbling and dabbling in the dark arts. Or into dark feminine, dark masculine. You're kind of going, you know, you're going off the wayside for some of you. So I don't know, I guess we could just take that as a warning. But with the Empress in reverse, Spirit is saying that's coming. Like anything that manifests from that is manifesting from a place of hate or negativity or anger. So just know that. Take with that what you will. But we got the Hermit in reverse, and we have the Queen of Swords reverse. So Spirit is calling you out of your comfort zone. Spirit is really calling you, Queen of Swords in reverse, to put the sword down and to let things play out. I promise you, things are going to play out like so much better than you could have imagined it. And that's happened so many times to me, where it was like, man, the karma that I could have like taken towards someone is just, it doesn't hold a candle to the karma that Spirit will hold to someone. Like, for an example, I was in a situationship, I guess I'll say, with someone who honestly I had no business with in the first place. They were just so bad for me. Like, it was just a mess. I knew this person since high school. I should have left it in high school, but I didn't, okay? And I went back. And so part of it was my fault, no lie. But this person, yeah, not gonna lie, they did something messed up to me. They kind of ghosted me after doing something kind of messed up, and it was just a messed up situation. I was so angry, and then the anger just turned into sadness because Cancer things per. And child, why did they hit me up a week later? Like, did you do some magic on me? And I'm like, no, I didn't do no magic. You think I'm gonna waste my candles and my magic materials on your dusty earth? No, I didn't do no magic on you. Bro was like, because I had $7,000 in a backpack in my closet and someone stole it. Oh my God, bruh, I could have never, I didn't even know he had money in a backpack in his closet. How the heck would I know that? Like, any karma I could have manifested wouldn't have, like, that is, because one thing about that man, he was about his bread. So that, he was heated, okay? That touched him in his soul. And, you know, on his end, that was karma for not making better decisions. Like, who just keeps their money in a backpack? Like, put it in a bank. But, listen, So they got their karma, and it was worse than anything I could have, thought about. Because if it was me, I probably would have tried to hurt him in the way that he hurt me, like in a more emotional sense, but spirit hit him where it hurt, hunty. So I say all that to say, Hermit in reverse, do your thing, have your fun. Queen of Swords, put the magic down, stop wasting your money, your magical materials on someone else. Let karma do its part, which for you should be a good thing for all the work you've put in. And everyone who deserves it will get theirs. But don't even waste your time, waste your breath. Don't tap into that shadow side. Don't match their energy, because when you match their energy, you're going to start to have that physical manifestation and become who they are. And then you're going to end up in the same position they're in. So it's just like, on all ends, literally don't bother. Try to move on as best you can. Hermit in reverse, try to get out, have fun, distract yourself. All right. So we got the Lover and the Child Orphan. So this person knows what it feels like to be abandoned. And this person is a lover. They're not going to ghost you. Group 1. The Lover says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of something or someone. So this person is going to give you that love that you really, really want, especially if you're someone who really likes that pressure to be applied, especially if you're someone who really likes to feel it. I need to feel it. I need to see it that you love me. You're going to get that with them. And the Child Orphan says independence based on learning to go at it alone and conquering the fear of surviving. So if you've dated people with like poverty mindset, people who screw people over before they can be screwed over, oh my goodness, it's going to be a breath of fresh air dealing with them, because they're independent. They've already learned to go at life alone and to face themselves and to face their demons, and they've come out the other end a better person. This person is well evolved. You won't have to be the teacher either with them. It's going to be so nice and so worth the wait. That is what I have for you, Group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the Onyx Crystal Point, this is your reading using the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot for you. We're going to see marriage, a long-term relationship, or a soulmate. Who and what is next in love? What is the nature of your next connection, Spirit, please, for Group 2 with the Onyx Crystal Point? Please show us what is coming in. Ooh. So there's a strong second chance energy coming through. Oh, I love when this happens. I was just telling this to Group 1 because they had this kind of thing happen too. We got the flat out soulmate card that came out. It just makes it so much easier, and that's how you know Spirit is speaking, when it's like, okay, we choose 3 specific, terms for the reading, and those exact cards come out. I just love that because it's like, okay, crystal clear. But I'm picking up on 2 different energies for you, Group 2. There's a simultaneous beginning and ending happening in your life right now. So we have honest communication and let go of the past. So there is a second chance or one more opportunity to make it work with someone that's coming through. This person could also be a soulmate, and I'm going to pull more cards to see like what we really got going on here. But I'm feeling like this soulmate energy is the energy of like, okay, a new person entering your life. And technically we do have multiple soulmates. There's soulmates that can be friends as well. So not all soulmates are romantic, but yeah, it's looking like someone is getting replaced in your life. Okay, I'm hearing to the left, to the left. Oh no. Everything they own in the box to the left. So yeah, there's an energy of someone kind of getting kicked out of your life. Not kicked out, but just, maybe it's energetically like on behalf of Spirit and your guides. They're like, okay, this person is taking up too much of your time, too much of your mind. Gotta go. If they're not, doing anything here, we gotta keep moving forward. So honest communication says expect a heart-to-heart conversation. So for you in love, Group 2, I do see that honest communication coming in. This will be someone that you do know. And we have let go of the past. It says clear energy and allow more love into your life. So this can go 2 ways. This can be clearing the energy of the past through that honest communication and then moving forward with that person, or this could be finally getting closure on the situation so that you can move on and open yourself up to someone else. Open yourself up to new potential. We have soulmate here. It says you have found your romantic counterpart. So of course this is like a future love reading. So that doesn't mean you already know your romantic counterpart. But yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, the person we may be talking about, this person you're having a conversation with, I am getting like a soulmate energy from them, or a more serious energy from them, where it's like, yeah, this is the kind of person that did have a purpose in your life at some point. You may already know what that purpose was, or, you know, it just may be a bunch of untapped potential here. But I do feel like Spirit led that person to you, put you in their life, and vice versa for a reason. And it just feels like one or both of you are not engaging in the connection in itself. Maybe both of you are triggering the heck out of each other, and sometimes it's you walking away, sometimes it's them. But this does feel like one final encounter, one final showdown. Spirit is saying final ain't so final. Okay. So then you'll probably meet up with this person later in life. But by the time you meet them, you're likely going to be in another connection. So I feel like that's why there's this sense of like finality or closure here. Yeah, heavy on the opening your heart. Like we had let go of the past, that says clear energy to allow more love into your life. And then we have open your heart that came out as its own card. And this one says, love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. So I feel like whatever this cycle is, it could be energetically or it could be in a more literal sense. It's been keeping you from being able to move forward. Either because you're hanging on, or this person is still hanging on to you, or energetically there's like a quantum entanglement happening, making it hard for you guys to move on, which is why I feel like I'm getting that spirit guide kind of influence, because it's like, okay, on a cosmic level, this is holding you back from doing some other things on your path and in your life. So we can't have that. Spirit. Wow, we got a lot of love languages that came up just now. We got love language affirmation, acts of service, and gift giving. So this new person coming in, these may be your top 3 love languages. You may like to receive gifts. You may like to give gifts. You may like to feel useful to your partners in that way. That's actually more acts of service, feeling useful, because acts of service is like someone doing something for you. So if you're really struggling, really in your head, super anxious, this is like someone going to get your coffee for you, or making your order for you, making it easier for you, calling to make your doctor's appointment, or they see that your taillight is out. They go to the car store and they get the part and they fix it for you. Like that's acts of service. Like really taking that action to show how they feel, and really having their actions back up what they've been saying. But when gift giving, when I specifically saw that card, I was hearing that someone has never been given a gift from their partner. Like someone maybe has never received flowers, or, you know, it could be anything. It could really be anything, whatever because not everyone likes flowers, but I'm tapping into someone who's never had that happen. So that is, thank goodness, the tides are changing on that one, and you will be receiving some sort of gift. Gift giving says tokens of reciprocity, hold cherished memories. So if someone's never really given anything to you, or it's always been small, I see Spirit kind of upping the ante with the next connection. It's like, okay, we got to move past this. We got to move past this, like, teeny bopper kind of love where it's just like small, like, okay, the Skittles ain't gonna cut it. The piece of candy or the little text, good morning, that's not enough anymore. Like they gotta step it up. And I see, you know, your next partner stepping it up for you. So this soulmate coming through, they're showing up in an action-oriented energy, which is really good, because you may be feeling like, okay, this person I've been dealing with is like a false soulmate. I don't feel like that's necessarily true. I just feel like it's more of a soulmate denial, where they've denied moving forward in the path. Or again, this could be mutual. Sometimes you're triggered, you walk away. Sometimes they're triggered, they walk away. Regardless, there's a leveling up to that coming through. For the next soulmate, for the next connection, acts of service says actions speak louder than words. They sure do. And affirmation says loving words hold great power. So maybe you're not super big on receiving affirmations, but it's like, okay, that doesn't mean I never want any sort of confirmation. Yeah. This person coming through, they just get it. They get it, okay? They don't take advantage of that middle ground where it's like, well, you don't even like compliments. It's like, okay, but that doesn't mean I never receiving them is kind of crazy. So Definitely a level up, definitely showing that this person is in much more of an action-oriented energy. And then we have falling in love and benefit of the doubt. Ugh, not gonna lie, I feel a little bit like some of you may be juggling these two connections. Falling in love says sudden feelings that this is the one. So for some of you, you're falling in love with the new soulmate that's coming in. And with benefit of the doubt, it says give your relationship a chance at the bottom of the card. So some of you are still allowing yourself to be kind of courted by the person that you dated in the past. And I can't be mad at it. I mean, unless I get a message of spirits saying like, don't do it, I'm not going to say don't do it. Because especially if it's been a long time, it's like, no, I get that. Like not wanting to miss out on any opportunity, you know, putting your hands in all the pots and seeing like, okay, which one is really going to serve me? Which one is really, you know, doing the most? Yeah, I get that. So I'm not going to tell you not to. Spirit, for group 2, their next connection. Nice. We got heart chakra based connection. And we have a love at first sight. So there may be this feeling of recognizing this person kind of right away. Wow. Dang, this is crazy. Like it's so clear that there's two different energies here. We got curtain call, 10 out of 10 performance. Someone was really playing their part. And I feel like, because like not every relationship works out. I don't automatically personally feel like people are bad just because relationships don't work out. But what is bad, what is wrong is when someone plays that role just to get whatever their true intentions are out of you. That is wrong. It's just fundamentally wrong. Like it's one thing not to be a match to someone, but it's wrong to pretend to be a match so you can get what you really want out of that person. Like physical intimacy or girlfriend, boyfriend, partner privileges without the commitment. Like it's just fundamentally wrong. I'm seeing someone getting exposed with curtain call 10 out of 10 performance. If this soulmate, or this even could be a third energy, this could be the season of people getting exposed. But if someone is faking, they're going to be exposed for it, period. So who it is, we'll see. But if it's not real, they're going to be exposed. Curtain call 10 out of 10 performance is like, okay, it's the end of the show. This person really put on a show, by the way. And if you've experienced any sort of like narcissistic partners, yeah, people are going to see that. People are going to see that. They're going to be exposed for that. We have love at first sight and making the first move. So this new person coming in, again, they're just in a very action-oriented energy. They may be like, whoo, like really feeling the heat. Like soon as they see you, love at first sight, they feel very strongly. I feel like it's almost like their body goes into automated mode where it's like their feet are moving and they're not really calling their feet to move. They're just really drawn towards you. So that'll be really nice. Someone having love at first sight with you and taking action based on that, making that first move, and tap into your intuition. We have the crown chakra based connection card that came out, but strengthen your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your solar plexus chakra, just in general, because if spirit tells you, hey, do this, you definitely want to honor that. So if there's anything for you to do on your end, you want to make sure you receive those messages by strengthening those chakras now, so you can get the command, so you can get, you know, the map quest, so you can get the directions spirit is sending to you. That's essentially what manifestation is. It's a set of directions. So anywho, we got heart chakra based connection, and then we got crown chakra based connection. So this soulmate, you have a very strong crown chakra based connection with them. You could have seen them in the dream space and the astral plane. You could telecommunicate, like communicate telepathically or in some other spiritual way. There's this saying that the universe communicates to you in your most fluent language. So if your most fluent language is like deep feelings, that's how spirit's going to communicate to you. Or if yours is dreams or visions, that's how spirit will communicate to you. Or scents, you know, like smells. Just be open to that. But we got heart chakra based connection. So this is definitely a connection based on love. You guys genuinely love each other, care for each other, want to be with each other. And there's that mutual kind of, I'm attracted to you, or I care for you just like you care for me. So a lot of mutual energy here. And I don't see you guys being nearly as triggered with each other. Honestly, because this person is kind of moving in an automated kind of way where their feet are just kind of driving them. they may not even like, they might not even register if you have a little bite to you. Like if you can be like, if you have a sarcastic sense of humor, or if you like to roast, you know, make jokes about people and whatnot, this person isn't even going to register that you're being feisty. That's how just like locked in they are. So I feel like that'll be nice for those of you who are feisty, but also self-aware. So it's like you kind of hate yourself for some of the things that you do or say after the fact. It's like, ugh, I really wish I didn't say that. Why do I have to be this way? This person ain't even going to register that. So that'll be really nice. Spirit. We have the Tower in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So you're winning, period. The Tower in reverse is you being saved from a tumultuous situation, from a situation that may have started during like a red moon. There's a red moon between the buildings here, or a full moon, an eclipse. And we have the Six of Wands in reverse. So there's a very clear, like, I win, you lose kind of effect here. Not gonna lie. Like, there is a clear sense of someone winning and someone missing out. So Six of Wands in reverse. There's a clear winner here. And with the Tower in reverse, I feel like you're choosing the safe bet. I feel like you're choosing the easy way out. And Ace of Pentacles, really whoever gives you the most. So again, still not getting a message of Spirit saying like, you know, don't date both at once. I'm not getting anything from Spirit about that. So literally do your thing. Do your thing as you should. Wow. Yeah. And that's that curtain call 10 out of 10 performance energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. So someone was presenting themselves to be like gentlemanly or courteous, womanly, whatever. Someone is presenting themselves like Knight of Pentacles. I'm willing to invest. I'm willing to build. I'm you know, available for a relationship. They're going to get exposed. Page of Pentacles, this person is someone who doesn't have everything figured out. And I feel like they take things from other people in order to become better. You know what's kind of eerie too? This Ace of Pentacles, which is your energy of choosing what's best for you and winning. Look what this Page of Pentacles has in one of their hands. They have that it looks like a scarab beetle with the pentacle on its back. It's holding that. So it's like this Page of Pentacles, I feel like they steal, they cheat, they take things from other people in order to become valuable. And that could even be just like energy vamping. That could be your time, your attention, your life force, your essence. Or it could be your like literal resources, getting you to invest in them. For some of you, man, I hope not. But yeah, it could have been financially. But it's likely other things like your emotions, your time, your energy. We got the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you're fully moving away from whatever isn't serving you, whatever is confusing you, whatever is making you feel bad. And we have the Five of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Someone's life is just absolutely spiraling out. And I'm not that kind of reader that just like dogs on anyone who does my collective wrong, and my collective is the angels. But I'm telling you, that's how this looks. Three of Pentacles is really a card with working with the higher forces as well. So again, I was getting that energy super strong in the beginning of your reading of like your guides having a hand in this. And your guides are literally saving you out of the situation. Look at them at the top of the castle, watching what's going down and just pulling you out of that situation and welcoming you into more like abundance, happiness, the things that you should experience, the things that you deserve, and just taking you out of that situation. So really, it feels like an ancestor to me. Ancestors are most likely to have that kind of like personified humanistic quality to them where, yeah, they could be a bit like vengeful. They could be a bit petty. So it may even be an ancestor that's been watching over you that's like, enough is enough. We on their head. Spirit, for group 2, the new soulmate energy, the soulmate energy that they're choosing, can you tell me about that? What are they like? We have the student and the teacher. So this person is very mutable. They have the ability to humble themselves and to allow you to teach them, allow you to lead them. And then they also have the ability to lead, to teach you something. They have things that they can give like and add to your life. It's very mutual. Very, very mutual. The student says humility. So this person is humble. They're able to listen. They're able to shh and listen. And devotion to knowledge. It says openness to lifelong learning. So this person is a lifelong student. They're in it for the long haul. They understand that it's not just about experiencing or draining someone of as much as you can as quickly as possible. It's about like building a solid foundation for a love that can unfold over years and that can be really, really good and fulfilling. And then we have the teacher. It says the ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom. So this person also has things that they can give to you, things that you will benefit. And I just love that. I love when you get like a partnership where someone picks up where you lack. So like, say you hate like making, official phone calls. This person will do it for you. They'll make your doctor's appointment for you. And then it's like, say you're really good with, something totally different. It's like, okay, that's their weak spot. So you can show up like that for them. So both of you can mutually kind of feel useful, confident in the connection. You work really well together. I love that dynamic. And then we got the hero/heroine and the exorcist. This exorcist, listen, if there's anyone who messes with you, this person is going to banish them back to the nether regions. I'm telling you. With the exorcist, also, if you have inner toxicity and inner demons, this person's going to exorcise that right out. So get prepared to surrender, okay? Get prepared to surrender. But if anybody messes with you, I'm telling you, this person does not play. They do not play. The exorcist, it says freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. So if you have, destructive impulses, absolutely, that's going to apply to you as well. And that's what makes someone a good partner, the ability to like hold you accountable, not just yes, you down to the point where, okay, life hits and it's like you've been, believing a lie because they wouldn't, give you their perspective and help you through things. So like it just kind of hits you out of nowhere. Like the mutual accountability, it's good. It's a good thing. And then we have the hero. It says passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So there is an element of them kind of saving you, especially with that Six of Swords that was at the bottom of the deck. Them saving you from past situations, your past self, even your past life. You guys may pick up and move together and cut off everybody from your past. It's for real. You may really do that with this person, especially if you already been feeling like you really been itching for a new start. Careful what you wish for because you just might get it. That's what I got for you, Group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 3 with the Rose Quartz and the Wizard's Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to see marriage, long-term relationship, or soulmate. What is next in love? Who is next in love for you, Group 3? Spirit, this is for Group 3 with the Rose Quartz. Please show us who and what is next in love for Group 3. Kind of seems like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, Group 3. I mean, this is the first energy we have out, so we'll see what else we get. But we have material attachment, and then we have manifesting the one. So some of you are really kind of stuck between like, okay, what do I really want? Do I just want to go for financial benefits? At this point, prices are only rising. It's getting uncomfortable. I don't want to be down and out. I don't want to end up at a loss. So I'm going for the material attachment, or that's just personally something you've always kind of wanted for yourself. It's gotten really popular in the last few years, but maybe that's always been what you're on. Like, you like to be taken care of. That's the lifestyle you want. That's the lifestyle you provide for yourself. So why wouldn't you expect that from someone else? But then we also have manifesting the one. So for whatever reason, it feels like, things are narrowing here and it feels harder and harder to get both. A part of you wants to hang on to the belief that you can absolutely manifest the one and have that financial abundance with that person. But again, there's this like narrowing energy where it feels less and less possible for whatever reason. So maybe that's based on your experience, but we'll keep going and see what else we get. Material attachment says too much focus on visible trappings. So wow, this card kind of words it like going for the material attachment may be something that's kind of getting you caught up in some way. And then manifesting the one says very soon your true love will arrive. So, ooh, that kind of makes, you know, me feel like there is a specific person that's already on the way. So perhaps this is more of a test you're coming up on. Let's see what else we get, Spirit, for group 3. What is next for group 3 in love? Oh my goodness. Whew. You guys got a lot going on in your life right now. We got workplace romance and physical connection. So someone at your job may be sweating you down for some sort of physical intimacy. They may be overcome with their desires for you and about to act on it soon. It feels like someone who's been wanting you for a while, or someone who's just very physically attracted to you, and it's getting to the point where they really want to take action about it. They may consider you to be like a tease. That may even be something that they've called you before if you guys are on that kind of like, you know, joking banter type basis. But this feels like someone who's got you all figured out, and they're like, oh, group 3 is a coquette. Group 3 is a tease. Workplace romance says common cause connection, and physical connection says the sacred union of bodies to becoming one. So there's a lot of people in your energy. Just be mindful for it, if anything, because you don't have to engage in anything. You know, you can leave people completely high and dry if you want to. So don't feel pressured, you know, to lean into what someone else wants out of you. Definitely go with whatever feels right to you and whatever you want. But just know there are people in your energy who they could come across as nice guys, nice girls, or nerdy. Bro, the nerds be the biggest freaks, like the biggest closet freaks, okay? You will get D down in the name of anime, okay? You will get D down in the name of Legoland, okay? Listen, do not let these nerds, do not let yourself believe that you won't get piped out by the nerdiest of them all. Spirit, for group 3. Yeah, something about it feels kind of unassuming, like, you know, someone, you wouldn't really assume that they're like this. You wouldn't really assume that they have this strong, intense desire or just this other side to them, but you may get completely caught off guard. I'm not gonna lie, group 3, this energy feels like spiritual warfare. It feels like you're under attack because it feels like on all sides. Like even with the material attachment coming out first, we also got love language, gift giving, which is good. It's a love language. It's something that some people like need genuinely. It's a love language. It's how they give and receive love. But with someone who has a material attachment, that's a way that someone can get more out of you than you had intentions to give. You know what I mean? So that's why it's just important that you know, be mindful of this, because, you know, whatever, live your life, do what you want to do, live how you want to live. But just know that if people find this out about you, they can use it, you know, against you. It's just like when people find out you have a big heart and then they start trying to use you. Eventually you catch on and you stop people right in their tracks, but usually there's a few that get their way before that happens. Tokens of reciprocity hold cherished moments is what it says at the bottom of gift giving. Spirit, anything else from this deck? Okay, let's move into another romance deck. Spirit, it feels like there's a lot of people in your energy though, group 3. Someone in the workplace sussing you out. Someone on social media or at the gym or a place that you frequent sussing you out, feeling like they're figuring you out, feeling like, oh, I know how to get through with group 3. They have a material attachment or they like gifts, you know. Oh, It's just scary. And then at the same time, you're manifesting the one. So it's like you may have all the intention in the world right now to manifest a very specific kind of connection that serves a very specific purpose. You want the one. And it's just like there's all these people outside of you that are very attracted to you. It's like you got your love light on. So it's attracting all sorts of people who want solace, who want a safe space, who want love, who want what you got. Especially if you're having a physical level up. Listen, you may just have to do at-home workouts because I'm like, this is too much, especially in the gym because people be, you know, in their pumped up energy. So they just pumping it out, getting all hyped up. Yeah, we got bees to honey. And predicted romance. So you may have had like a reader, you may have had a private reading or like multiple different readers, you know, completely different channels, like predicting the same thing. But there's some sort of predicted romance. And I feel like that's the one, you know, like that's usually what we look for as readers, like the most serious love offer. And then we'll give you the tea on what else is coming through. So you may have had like a predicted romance. You may have even read cards for yourself and had something more serious. Could even be your astrology. Like if you have like any astrology apps like the Pattern or Time Passages, you may have had some sort of predicted romance. But when you're in that magnetic energy, the reason that you attract a relationship is because you're in a magnetic energy, but you're also like bees to honey, attracting a whole lot of other people. So just know that, I'm like, man, this sucks. It's fun, but it sucks just because when you want something very specific and then you're just swatting these bees like flies all up in your energy, it can be very frustrating. When you just want what you want, like a serious connection, not a situationship. Unless that is what you want, then cool, you're definitely getting it. If that's what you want, situationships, you want to have fun, you want options, ooh, group 3, you're coming into a season of options. You're going to have a heyday with these options coming through for you. Good. We got confident and grounded. So it seems like you are in a beneficial position. It seems like you got your head screwed on and you're in a pretty, you know, good energy. You're confident, you're grounded. You're not easily moved by what other people are wanting from you. You seem to be really kind of tapped into spirit and to your solar plexus, your root chakra, maybe even to the earth. Okay. And you may be planning a move soon. You may be planning moving out of your current physical location. Yeah, we got throwing out feelers. There's a bunch of people trying to throw out feelers to you, trying to get your attention. And for me, I don't know, it just reads as immature because it's like, okay, yeah, throwing out feelers is a thing. Yes, that isn't a sign of immaturity necessarily, but if people are just throwing out feelers and just trying to wear you down and waiting for you to be in a vulnerable position so they can pounce, that is not okay. So you're going to have a lot of flirtation moving forward. I mean, I'm trying to see like, okay, are you manifesting it? I'm going to pull from the tarot and really get to the nitty gritty because the oracles are just like showing me everyone in your energy. It's showing me where you're at, but it's not giving me that confirmation of like the kind of connection, marriage, long-term, soulmate, what you're manifesting. I'm just seeing like all these different people in your energy, all these different people who want you. And maybe these are people you're entertaining, which is why they're showing up. But I'm not getting that official title quite yet. So we'll have to get that from the tarot. We got sprouting connection, better space, and mutual feelings. Better space, I even feel for some of you, you may have to like go to new places. This could be a physical move you've been called to. For some of you, it's a better gym, a more expensive gym. And I mean, I don't know. I think that we assume that if someone has more money, then they're going to be more serious. I mean, I feel like they would be. Maybe that's, you know, you'll still run into some yahoos, but I don't know. I feel like it'll kind of keep the riffraff out because if you're paying like, you know, more than 20 a month on a workout, you're going to pretty much be more dedicated to that workout. So I feel like generally speaking, that would kind of help you avoid like all the foolishness. Some of you may be called to a better space, like a better workout space, you know, or if you're working out like at your apartment's gym and complex and you keep running into the same, nope. You may be called to a better space. Or if you can see all these changes that you've gone through, like mind, body, and soul, but you keep attracting the same kind of people, then yeah, Spirit may be calling you to date in a different space. So if you've been doing the online dating thing, maybe Spirit is calling you to go in person, because energy speaks. People are not nearly as bold as they are online. We know that. They're not as nearly as bold online. The stuff someone would say to you like behind a dating app is like never something they would say to you in person most of the time. So that'll cut off, you know, a lot of that. And then also you can get a vibe of someone when they're in person. So you can see like the things that they try to hide, like online. Like if someone has nervous tics, you're going to see if someone comes up to you and they're shaking like a leaf, you know, and you may say, you know what, I get a bad vibe about this person, versus like online where they can just take, you know, pictures with a friend that's got a steady hand and present themselves to be something they're not. Cool as a cucumber, laid back, and the whole time get in front of a real person and they're shaking. So you may be called to a different space in that way. We got mutual feelings and sprouting connection. So I do see something starting. I'm going to get more on that from the tarot. Spirit, can you please show us for group 3? So what is the nature of the connection they're manifesting next? What is the sprouting connection as well? We got the Justice card here. We got the Star in reverse. I see you doing right by yourself, but with the Star in reverse, it is taking some sort of sacrifice. So again, that could be paying more of an expensive membership. I know you feel like it's unfair. Like, why do I have to do more? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? I mean, at a certain point, I don't know. At a certain point, sometimes you just got to take the L, not going to lie. Because like, say for an example, I was personally going to a gym and I was feeling uncomfortable and the energy was just increasing. I'm not going to try to force the issue and then end up hurt or in a messed up situation. At a certain point, me personally, at least, if it's like that, yeah. Sometimes you just got to accept it, take the L. Okay, I got to pay more, but I'm also not in a dangerous position, you know? You don't want to like commit when it hurts you, you know? We have the 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. You may also benefit from starting a new project. We got the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. A lot of long-term energy, a lot of money energy, a lot of stability energy. So I don't think you're going to have to compromise on that material attachment. I don't think you should date with material attachment. And B, I feel like you may get your financial needs met in time. So this may be like a building situation where you're working towards your best version of yourself with someone, versus like, okay, this person right out the gate, they've already gotten this and this and this. They already have everything and we're just able to just move forward into their life and I can just kind of live, you know, from their abundance. It may look more like you building at the same time or building together with this person and then you guys coming into wealth with each other. I actually just saw something about this not too long ago. Steve Harvey, I want to say on the Breakfast Club, he was going off because they were accusing his current wife, which I believe her name is Marjorie. I don't really spend too much time on social media, so I don't really know what's going on, but I did see a clip where he was going off on someone who was accusing his wife of being a gold digger. And he was like, my wife got with me when I had nothing. She got with me when a deal had just ended in my life and I had nothing and I had to build all the way from the ground up. So she's not at all a gold digger. And yes, she gets treated like a queen right now. She gets absolutely spoiled. She gets everything because she deserves it. And she was there when I didn't have very much and I had to build from the ground up. So she's not, you know, looking for gold. But look at her today. She's definitely accepting all the things that come with it. So it's like, you don't always have to compromise, you know, just because you marry someone that doesn't immediately have like what it is you're looking for, doesn't mean that they won't in time. So you also got to trust to a degree, you know, that the universe has your back. Spirit ain't going to play you like that. Spirit ain't going to let you suffer eternally, you know. Spirit has your back. So we have the Page of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. We have Justice here. the relationship that you enter may be the result of you making some sort of sacrifice. And I feel like that's why we're not getting marriage, long-term, or soulmate, because where you currently are, you may not be in alignment with a serious relationship. You may be in alignment only with all the time wasters, game players, people who want to benefit from you and suck you dry of your life force. We got the Ace of Cups and the Star in reverse. So that's an energy of choosing yourself, Ace of Cups ultimately, but with some sort of Star in reverse, sacrifice, and Page of Pentacles with some sort of new start. And with the Justice card, you will be avenged, okay? Any sacrifice that you make, you will receive like tenfold, whatever it was that you sacrificed. But again, Page of Wands, after you commit to a new path, Page of Wands typically has to do with like your creativity as well. So if Spirit is calling you to any creative pursuit, any new start creatively, I would definitely lean into that. We got the High Priestess and the Five of Wands. So Spirit's like, you know what's up. You know it's a bunch of bozos around you, Five of Wands, playing in your face, playing in your energy, waiting, watching. Oh, I heard camping. Listen, do not underestimate the power of the camp. Okay, these masculines especially, but feminines too, they will camp. Okay, they will wait years until they find the perfect time. Timing is everything. Until they find the perfect time where your self-esteem is just low enough to let them get a free pass. And then next thing you know, you got an extra body under your belt from someone that you don't even want, and someone that's, you know, has just been camping all along, pretending to be a nice person, pretending to be a friend. Whole time it's like, no, they've been plotting on your body. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, a lot of chaotic and hectic energy around you. What I feel for you, let me pull from this deck, group 3. I feel like you will move into a relationship once you move into a new space. That could be physically. You probably know what it is. If it's wherever this energy is, this chaotic energy, there needs to be a shift in that, you know? And again, there's some sort of sacrifice. Who wants to get a new job? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to get a new job, you know, but at a certain point, at least for me personally, I'll accept the new start and the uncomfortability, especially when you get that confirmation 10 of Pentacles that you'll be paid back tenfold for any sacrifice you make, if it's about my security. Because one thing, me personally, I don't play about, I'm a Cancer. I do not play about my security. If it's dangerous, if it's uncomfortable, I'm up out of there, okay? And this is just one of those times where it's like, yeah, some life, you know, life isn't fair. Sometimes it's like, we got to make sacrifices. It's annoying, but sometimes, you know, we do got to get up out of there so that we don't end up hurt. Nice. I'm glad I pulled from this deck. We do have the Commitment card. So Spirit is saying like you are aligning yourself with commitment, but we got being honest here. You may have to be honest really with your own, you know, higher self about, you know, what you're being called to right now and where you're being called to. Because it feels like where you're at currently is just in alignment with more of the same. We have courted and good conversation. So there may be like some benefits that come from being on, you know, the dating apps or dating in whatever way you have been or being where you currently are. You may like getting courted. We have the Delighted card here. There are positives that do come with where you currently are. But we also have the Villain Era card, so it kind of feels like it's changing you to a degree, changing your opinion on what's out there, and that could misalign you with like a long-term, divinely guided, forever kind of partner. If you have this belief that ain't nobody, you know, so you're just going to tap into your Villain Era, that could completely and will, you know, completely misalign you with something more serious. So I feel like it's kind of like one thing affecting the other, changes being called for you to step into like a guaranteed partner. That's what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Black Geode, this is your reading. We'll be using the Salvic Legends Tarot for you today. And we're going to see marriage, long-term relationship, or soulmate. Who and what is next in love for you? Spirit, for group 4 with the Black Geode, please show us who and what is next in love for group 4. So you may not see this coming. The very first card that we have, the very first card that came out for you is disguise. So there could be something under wraps here. Spirit can be hiding, you know, the truth of who someone is, or someone may be hiding what it is that they're truly about. Let's see. Mysterious, mysterious. Spirit for group 4. Wow, we got 2 twin flame cards that came out. So there's definitely something going on with your twin flame here. We got fearless love and perfect match. Things are either going to move forward with this twin flame. You likely already know who this is, or you're going to be freed from the twin flame connection and move into something with someone else who is a perfect match for you. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the cards are going to unfold. Twin flame recognition and twin flame union. There's only 2 cards, 2 twin flame cards in this deck, and you got both. So your twin is heavily in your energy right now. Twin flame recognition says you know the souls that mirrors your own. Twin flame union says heart, body, mind, and soul. So there is a strong energy of you being connected to your twin flame right now. There's a strong energy of your twin flame trying to get your attention, trying to talk to you, connect with you, kind of weasel their way back into your life. And for all of you, you don't have negative experiences with your twin flame, so it's not a bad thing. It could be that this person is ready with fearless love to really go the distance and pursue the connection and to engage in the romantic aspect of the connection, not just the triggering part of the twin flame dynamic, the runner chaser aspect, but to really actually make themselves vulnerable and move forward with you. Fearless love says a courageous leap of faith into the unknown. So it's kind of like you're at a crossroads here. Your twin flame is heavily in your energy. You may be really thinking about this person, calling out for them. For those of you who haven't met your twin flame yet, you're kind of at this crossroads where it's like your guides are like, okay, life has to go on for group 4. So are they going to manifest in this life or not? Because sometimes for some people there can be like certain requirements, like, okay, you have to learn these things in order to meet, you know, certain kind of connections, or you have to experience this. So it could be something like that where it's like, okay, your guides are like, okay, well, are we going to bring a soulmate in? Are we going to bring this perfect match in? Or are you going to move, you know, forward with the twin flame? Are they going to meet? Are we aligning them? What's tea? What's going on? Your guides are kind of like really waiting. I'm seeing Eros, the god of love, or Cupid. Spirit is showing me Eros. Spirit is showing me Cupid. Like Cupid is waiting on the sidelines, ready to strike the love in your perfect match's heart for you and activate your journey together. But there's some sort of holdup here, either because this twin flame is taking up all your time and energy, or because something hadn't been done before, keeping you guys at a distance. Perfect match says you complete each other in the most harmonious way. Now then we have disguise and freedom here. So if someone has been masking, if someone chooses to keep on the mask, they're honestly going to get left in the cold. They're going to get left in the dust. They're going to get left in the past. And it doesn't have to be some drama-filled thing. It likely won't be. It'll likely just be very matter of fact, exactly that. They just get left in the past, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. So it's kind of like, you know, if you're not cooking, get out of the kitchen type of energy. Disguise says some elements of this relationship are hidden. So I'll also say if you've been really kind of getting on yourself, trying to figure it out, internalizing the journey, there's no need to do that. And that honestly may just be hurting you at this point, because not everything is on your end, you know? Not everything is on you. Let yourself take a deep breath and release the need to always manifest and make things happen. You know, some things are completely outside of your control and, you know, on someone else's plate. So release that need to, you know, always be doing something and driving yourself crazy. Freedom says healthy space and room to breathe. So you may be separated from this twin flame. If they're not showing up as ready, oh wow, we got the best friend card. So you guys may just end up being really good friends, and we have the marriage card. So for you, group 4, now that makes sense to me. If you're in a season of your life where it's time for you to get married, where it's time for you to step up to that next level of commitment, yeah, if you're not cooking, your guides are going to move people around, move around. Marriage says wedding bells are ringing. So I feel like you're stepping into a place, group 4, where it's about time for you to get married, about time for you to step into that marriage journey. And if someone isn't moving forward, with you, they're, it's like you're either the solution or the problem. That's kind of how your guides are looking at it. They are not playing right now. So I feel like someone may be like flat out playing in your energy or misleading you, really wearing a disguise. Because your guides are showing up in this energy where there's kind of like a zero tolerance policy right now for, confusion or misalignment or time wasters. Best friend, it says friendship is vital for your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. Oh my goodness. So we'll see. If we get another card indicating a best friend romance, then we'll get more into that. But for now, I'm feeling like that's more talking about the twin flame may just end up someone who's a good friend to you versus a romantic connection. Spirit, group 4, who and what is their next connection? Wow. Yeah. And it just feels like this was supposed to happen or pop off. We have predicted romance that came out. So you may have had a reader or multiple readers, completely different people, saying the same exact things. And it could be like super, super specific, and they're all commenting on that super specific thing. It seems like something may even be going on with your timeline where something is like backed up. So it's really like the pressure is just, the pressure is getting worse. It just feels like the pressure is increasing and your guides are losing patience. Everybody's losing patience. We even have, everyone can see it. So your friends, their friends, this twin flame, they're going to have to move forward, or they're getting a boot. Because everybody's getting tired, and you may even be having your friends kind of turning on you, which would really suck. Because they're tired of hearing about this connection that isn't having movement, but like you feel like you're microanalyzing everything now because you're getting like breadcrumbed by them. Your friends may even be losing patience and kind of turning away, not inviting you to things anymore, or, kind of checking out whenever you talk about, this person. They may start to gray rock you and just kind of give very short, uninterested kind of like feedback, whereas usually they're with the tea. Because it's like, okay, it feels like the situation has gone on long enough and your guides are losing steam. They're losing patience. Your friends are as well. Everyone can see it, that there's something here. Even the reader can see it. The readers are remote viewing and seeing it exactly verbatim. Everyone can see it. And it's like, okay, people are losing patience. Things are, getting misaligned. And it's like, it just feels like we can't wait anymore. We can't wait anymore. We got to keep going. It's time for group 4 to enter their divinely guided marriage. So we got throwing out feelers, new environment, and scars on my sleeve. Not going to lie, you may be scarred to some degree from this situation. But I do see you coming into some new environment, which will really help you. This could be a new job. Or this could be a new environment in terms of friend groups, places that you're frequenting, new people that you're connecting with, more of a new environment in the sense that you're connecting with new people. And you're in a new space in your life, but you may even change up like, something bigger. This could be your living situation changing. So if things like that are ending in your life, honestly, let them, because I really do feel like it's going to be for your best benefit. Spirit's trying to get you untangled from a situation that's been draining you. Some of you for years. Yep, we got throwing out feelers and letting it fizzle out. So I feel like you've been doing your part. I feel like you've been trying to bring this connection into the 3D, trying to manifest it for those of you who haven't met your twin flame. And for those of you who have, I feel like you've been throwing out feelers and trying to let them know, like, listen, I'm still here. I'm still interested. I'm willing. I'm ready. But it's like there's only so much you can do. There's only so long you can wait. So you may be slowly but surely kind of pulling back, and yeah, you may be releasing and ready to move forward, ready to move on. And it's just a matter of the cycle closing out and you feeling better over time. Meanwhile, there is someone new in your energy. We have confident and grounded. So it seems like as you kind of gain, as time goes on, you gain confidence. And then we have confession and asking around. So someone is already in your energy asking around about you. And the gag is, I feel intuitively that some of you guys know this. This may be someone that you denied, someone that you counted out, someone that you wouldn't date because you were already wrapped up in a different situation. We do have the shacking up card, so that would definitely make sense to me, because it's like, okay, if you're living with someone, or if you're shacking up like constantly with this person, spending all your time, your weekends there with them, even if it's like draining you, it's taking up a lot of your time. That would be your time that you would have available to kind of go on dates and pursue something with someone else. But for the people out there who are just like certified lover girls, certified lover boys, yeah, I feel like you guys have it the hardest, because it's not as easy for you to move on. And yeah, you do get kind of like stuck in certain situations. So for those of you who are in that position, I do see someone asking around about you. And with this confession card, it does look like they're going to be making a confession like, hey, I've been checking you out. Like, even if they asked you already before, like, hey, what's up with you? Can we, potentially have something? Can we be together? I feel like they're going to try again. Like, so are you sure? Is it a no, or is it just, I feel like they're going to be trying one more time, or this is someone completely new in your energy asking around about you, wanting to move forward with you. Spirit for group 4. So what's going to happen here? Are they going to choose the twin flame, or are they going to open themselves up for something new? I can see it's their marriage season. We have the 5 of Cups and we have the 6 of Cups. So I do see, like, we have the 5 of Cups, which is, you can see her kind of reflecting in the water. 5 of Cups can be a card of loss, but a card of deep reflection and insights. I feel like you're having like a come to the higher power moment. And 6 of Cups, you got the baby doe with the, parent deer here. You're kind of being taken under the wings of your guides, of the universe. You may even start to have like a streak of good luck, good things happening to you, to kind of make it easier for you to accept the loss. And the crazy thing is, I don't see this person walking away. I feel like you will have to walk away for this to end. And that may be what makes it so freaking hard, that this person, if you would let them, if you would just settle for the bare minimum, they would probably be with you forever, deal with you forever, stay in the karmic cycle. Or if this is for those of you who haven't manifested your twin flame in this reality, I feel like it'll always be on the table, for you to be with them potentially. But again, don't internalize, because if you haven't met this person at all yet, they're not doing their part on their end. And that's the tricky thing about these higher level connections is, we can easily internalize things like, oh, if it's not here yet, it must be because of something I'm not doing. And that is not at all the case a lot of the time. So I feel like, 6 of Cups, Spirit is going to save you. Spirit's going to help you out. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords and the 2 of Wands. So honestly, you're stuck in a place of indecision, having a hard time making a decision and delivering that final blow. So there may be some sort of tower moment that happens that relieves you from this twin flame situation. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Swords. So just know, when things do happen this way, yeah, it does likely lead to 5 of Swords, some chaos, or 6 of coins in reverse, some sort of a loss. But I do at least, see you being taken out of that situation. 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, able to move on and move into a connection with someone who does have the ability to love you in the present time. Not someone who let the love fizzle out, stopped working towards it, got lazy, or isn't doing their part on the journey, leaving you with scars on your sleeve, trauma, things that you now have to tell new people embarrassingly. Like, oh, by the way, I already have a couple kids, or oh, by the way, I have XYZ condition now, you know, because of my past situation or relationship. I have a, you know, a really bad mood regulation, whatever it is. We have the Knight of Swords and the Fool in reverse. So I feel like this twin flame connection is coming to a head. I just heard eclipse season. Something around eclipse season is kind of coming back around or resurfacing. And I feel that finally getting some closure, and then you'll be able to move on. 8 of Wands in reverse with the Fool in reverse. Spirit is not letting up on this one. Spirit's like, okay, we're doing things the right way. And your guides, I'm not gonna lie, they do not like this. They do not like this person. They do not want you with them. Oh, it's just like they are so over it. They want to just snatch you out of the situation and put you somewhere else. And Spirit's like, okay, that's going to create an energetic imbalance. Karma's got to play out. And sometimes if you stay connected to someone or something, that means that you may get some negative karma for, you know, kind of choosing that. So yeah, man, we got the 7 of Coins in reverse and the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is good energy. I do see you being able to move on. I do see you being able to move forward. Let's see. After this closure, Spirit, for group 4. And all of this, again, is leading you to marriage. So it's like, yeah, we literally have all that glitters, no place like home. The home keeps coming up. You may have some, you know, 4th house energy happening right now. You may have like something transiting your 4th house affecting your living situation or affecting your home situation where you're comfortable, where you consider home maybe shifting. But we have all that glitter. So if you did kind of shack up with someone, you're realizing like, wow, all that glitters isn't gold. No place like home. Some of you guys may be returning to your parents' house if you did end up living with someone for a short period of time. But I'm telling you, it's going to be for your best benefit and it's a good thing. But we have here and now. So Spirit is like, all we have is the here and now. We don't have forever to kind of wait for this person to get it together. We don't have forever in terms of your life purpose. You know, some of you have compromised like a lot of potential being with someone that didn't serve you. Like maybe you had an opportunity to go to school or to get a better job or to be in a better relationship with someone else. It feels like you've sacrificed a lot, you know, in the name of this person. And your guides are like, all right, enough is enough. So it may be a tower moment, like I said, but everything that's happening right now is essentially leading you to marriage. And I don't feel like that potential is here with this person. It just feels like they're kind of stuck in there. It feels like they're like, they have a lot of fixed energy in their chart, or they're a very stubborn person, or they're just poverty mindset, can't get out of it. Yeah, never ending story and co-create. And then we have blessed. So Spirit is like, this is a never ending story that you're on. We got to take you up out of here. With co-create, your guides, your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors. It's like all hands on deck right now. Everyone is involved to get you out of that current situation so that you can step into, you know, your more blessed timeline. Wow, I just heard that it may be your family's marriage, your parents' marriage that we're talking about. I wish I would have said that. I wish I would have heard that in the beginning of the reading, because I would have really hit home and applied for someone. But I'm hearing that now all the way at the end. Spirit is saying this could be your home situation, and this is your parents you're watching. One of your parents just completely used the other, and it's negatively affecting you, keeping you from being able to manifest certain things, or keeping you stuck in a generational curse or in a timeline, in a situation where you're receiving toxicity or experiencing toxicity, even if it's someone else's relationship on the daily. Wow. But we do have the Blessed card. So this never-ending story is finally coming to a close. And with the Co-Create card, it's a second chance here. It's another chance to live out a more blessed timeline, a timeline that has the ability to serve you so much more. That's what I got for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.